Welcome to another edition of Tom's Real Food Podcast. Today's podcast is brought to you by Keto Clean Eating. That's pork chops and pepper rings, hot pepper rings. Let's go to the podcast. Everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom Garber, the Keto Cook. Today on Tom's Real Food Podcast, we're going to do part 3 of our food recalls of 2024. Now we're getting close to the end of the year, and I'm starting to get a better idea of what's going on and why is it going on. So this time from Thanksgiving until New Year's, this is when people go off the wagon, off their diets, whatever, and this could be really bad for you. I mean, it can change. To hell with this. It's not working for me. So. And if you're struggling with it, okay, the mindset is going to be, guess what? I'm afraid to buy these vegetables. I'm afraid to buy this because they're not recalling ice cream, okay? They're not recalling cakes, cookies. I don't see none of that's being recalled. It's basically processed foods that are coming from regular food that they're processing and then putting it out that way. So what I did was I put together another bunch of recalls. And I think we're going to see some light at the end of the tunnel with this. So just hang in there, and let's get this thing running. Okay, first up is the squash recall issued for 4 states as FDA sets risk levels. Haven't heard anything else since that was brought up. And this is concerning now because we're into the holiday season, and people do a lot more shopping than normally. This was completely craziness right here. Absolute worst egg recall that hit America. What? What are you talking about? The worst. That doesn't get into it. The article is bland. Okay. Common U.S. food additives may cause cancer. May cause cancer or does cause cancer? Why would you say that? Okay, without concrete evidence of your statement. It's just complete lunacy. This one here, this almost put Boar's Head out of business. Cases of contamination with deadly consequences. Well, how many people died from it? How many people are hospitalized? They don't get into that aspect of it, okay? New York Post. Okay, now I looked this one up. This is a Treehouse Foods, expands recall of frozen waffles, Walmart and Whole Foods, and a couple other places. All right, these are for kids now, all right? This one is completely bizarre. Keto. See what I'm at? Keto. Costco issues warning as 10,000 products are recalled over salmonella fears. What products? What are you talking about? That's craziness. This right here is very concerning because people use turmeric all the time. Okay, linked to limit average in 5 people. Now I don't know what the guidelines are, but to say that. Linked to liver damage in 5 people. It's kind of bizarre to say that. Here's another one. 26 states and parts of Canada recall Sparks salmonella warning. A warning. I'm not saying it is or has. Okay. There again, the fear mongering, especially from Newsweek, who does that quite a bit with their stories and everything. This one threw me completely out. Now, what do we do Christmas time? Okay. You make a lot of different desserts and stuff with cinnamon. Look at this headline right here. And this is from Medical Express, whoever the hell they are. It's just complete craziness that they are allowed to get away with. This one here is concerning, okay? There are some stores that still have open refrigerators with meat. It can be cross-contaminated, and that can be a problem. So be aware of that, please, when you go to the store. Here again with the eggs, okay? Now it's at 25 Costco stores were recalled for salmonella risks. Organic eggs. They don't give you the origin. They don't tell you exactly what does it have or it doesn't. All right, just all the way they word it. Here, Costco. This is another one from the Independent. Costco organic eggs recalled over concerns of salmonella contamination. Concerns. Do they have it or don't they have it? Brings the price up. That's all this is in my eyes, is to bring the price up. This one here again about the cucumbers, the 26 states, and it is fears over salmonella. Not saying that they do or they will, or you will get sick. Concerns, price hike. This is why I'm reading all this stuff here, because it's not national news. 1 in 6 Americans get sick from foodborne diseases every single year. So, why? And why aren't they stopping it? Okay, why is it okay? I guess they're trying to justify all these different recalls. And this one here finally answers one of the questions. Okay, Costco recalls over 10,000 batches organic eggs from New York farm over salmonella fears. So, right there, that has put a little bit of light to it, but still, 10,000 batches, fears of salmonella. Doesn't say it has it. Second half of the podcast is brought to you by Tommy Spice. That's granulated salt, granulated pepper, granulated garlic, and granulated onion, all equal parts. Make your food taste nice with Tommy Spice. And don't forget, keto clean eating. Eat as clean as you can, no labels, very few ingredients, all fresh. Let's get back to the podcast. All right, well, there you go. I mean, was that enough clickbait for you? Some of it looked very bogus to me. Now, if there was a real scare of some things, I think it would be a little bit more broadcast. I think it would be a little bit more out in the open, especially when you're talking about people getting sick. Now, they go right up to the line of it. May cause concerns of salmonella. To me, it's pre-advertising as far as that egg prices are going to go up through the roof. Well, they're justifying it, all right? So for 10,000 eggs to be recalled that was sent down, organic eggs sent down to Alabama, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, stuff through there, where, by the way, Georgia has one of the biggest chicken eggs and chicken places around. So, I mean, to me, it just don't make sense to do that to people. Cost of feed, whatever, I mean, come out and be a little bit more legit with it. 5,000 pounds of chicken was recalled. 5,000 pounds. Now stop and think about that for a minute. A drop in the bucket for a country of 346 million people. This is what I'm talking about. How, just looking at this different things. Cucumbers in 26 states were recalled. Okay. Why? Okay. There again, may cause salmonella. Okay, listeria in a couple other items that were put up. So just by putting them names up there, look at the cinnamon that was there. Cinnamon, okay, may contain lead that are put up on the grocery shelves. Okay, who put them up there? You know what I mean? Or let's get to the bottom of it. That's serious allegations that may cause problems. May cause problems. So does that mean that's the price of cinnamon is going to go up again because they had to recall all that stuff? My eyes, it should make the price go down, is what it should do to sell the other products. So just to me, it just doesn't make sense. Like I said, coming from the restaurant business, that could be scary if we had a chicken recall or something like that after the fact, after we already served it, after we already put it out into service and collected on it. All right, that can be a problem. But who gets the blame? Just like McDonald's, I said. McDonald's got the blame because they're the biggest in the world, okay, of what they do. And they took the hit. The headline should have said, purveyor that serves McDonald's sliced onions for their quarter pounder had a problem. But they didn't do that. They reversed it. So it's a play on words, and it's all marketing. Now, one person died from the carrots, 15, and there's still dribs and drabs coming in from that. They go right up to the line. They push right up to the line, and then they stop with that. So one person died. I feel bad for them. But did they have other complications that eating these carrots had something to do with it? One, I can't remember. One said an infant died from it. So I don't know. Why would an infant be eating carrots? Or maybe too small for I don't know. There's unanswered questions with the whole thing. But how does this affect me and anybody who's doing keto or on any kind of a lifestyle change, meaning a diet? All right. How does this affect? Well, it's scary. Okay, they scare you into the point of chicken recall. 5,000 pounds of chicken. Like I said, 346 million people. That's very little. Uh, where was it at? Where did they send it to? But they're very vague on all these things. Well, I notice a lot of people that have cooking channels. I watch everybody. Sometimes I don't leave a comment. I just watch. I hit the thumbs up, and give some watch hours to it. But I see a lot of people, and some concerning too, that if they're doing, let's say, a rack of ribs or a brisket, whatever they're doing. Now this is going to my friends in the barbecue world, which food is food, no matter how you add it up. But when you take it out of that pack, wash that meat. Okay, I mean that's the first thing they teach you when you go to into these health classes and stuff, because you don't know what bacteria is growing on that right there. This can be a problem. So now, if you have that same pack of meat, all right, that 40, 50 other people bought that same rib, and they all got sick from it, well, that's a problem. Okay, that could be considered to start a recall on it. Then they get the dates, the names, and stuff like that. Wash it. Okay. If you get sick after that, then you know there was a problem with the meat. But my point is, don't hurt your family. I mean, because you might be feeding younger kids and stuff like that. Everybody's microbiome is different. Everybody has a different way of dealing with bacteria and stuff like that. So wash it off. Why not? You're going to trim it up anyway. Get that smell out of it, because it's in that solution that they put into the meats and stuff like that to give it that nice. They shoot it with nitrogen and stuff to get nice red color to it, and you can see that in chopped meat. You'll see a nice red color. You break it open, it's a little gray looking on the inside. Is it bad? No, not necessarily. Nitrogen just didn't penetrate through. So that is that's number one. Wash your chicken. Constantly wash your chicken. Then when you get done with your washing your chicken, make sure you clean all your work surface and everything else like that, because that can generate salmonella in a heartbeat. That's especially if with different foods and stuff like that. It's scary. It really is scary. Like I said, what does it do to me and stuff like that? I'm a little bit more on my toes as far as what I buy, how I buy. That's why I read a lot of these different articles about the food recalls and stuff like that, or if there's a problem with it. I noticed a week or two back there was one from Canada with pistachio nuts, were recalled due to may or have concerns of salmonella. And then it's saying it dribbled down through the states. Hear no more. Then it stops. You don't hear what the remedy was. How did they fix it? What was the problem? I remember back. Okay, let's go back in time here a little bit. Romaine lettuce. Okay, a whole crop was decimated. It was just bad. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. I think there was a pig farm next door or whatever, or the waterway or something got contaminated, and the irrigation pond overflowed and went into another irrigation pond, and then they watered the whole, all the acreage of romaine lettuce, and it was toxic. It was really, really bad. A lot of people died from that. That I can see, but that was all over the news. All right, that's what you want to see. Reading here, why so many recalls in 2024? Well, their excuse is that the FDA is reorganizing. You think? They're reorganizing, and some things fell through the cracks. Most of your manufacturing plants, people who pack meats or vegetables and stuff like that, there's usually somebody from the government on site. AQI guy, agricultural guy, inspectors. There's also in meat packing plants, and I'm talking about beef and stuff like that. Even which they grade it. Okay, that's where you get your prime, your choice, and select. There's 3 different things. Now I know for a fact that some of that stuff can slip through. All right, all of it, no, but some of it does slip through. Sometimes I talked to a gentleman who actually said, yeah, sometimes you go in with a hangover. Okay, listen to this one, and you're that's good. pass a choice in as prime. That can happen. Yes. Did it happen? Yeah, I'm sure it did. I remember back in the day, and getting my meat delivery coming in and looking at them saying, well, this don't look like prime to me, but I'm not the inspector. And that's how they get you. Um, the meat that was sent, there was 10 million pounds of ground beef that was sent to restaurants, out to restaurants. That's where it stopped. They didn't say what restaurants. They didn't say what states. They didn't say anything. So is this all hype? I don't know. There again, try not to be that conspiracy guy. Try not to be going down these rabbit holes with it. It's just crazy. I watched a couple doctors now since this element, LMNT. It is a supplement that you mix in water and has electrolytes to get your electrolytes back on keto or carnivore, because you do lose them. You usually, urinate them all out and stuff like that. I don't use that junk because I either use vinegars or other kind of things with salt in it, sodium in it, magnesium and stuff like that. I take a magnesium pill. I don't buy this junk stuff because it doesn't work. But I watch these doctors sort of gloss over it. Well, it's okay. I know these guys, and they didn't mean it maliciously. No, they lied. Come on, they flat out lied. Okay, and listening to the doctors talk about it, they know how to gloss over things because for years, a couple of them glossed over a lot of things. All right, with big pharma and about the carbs and all this stuff like that. So some of it you get away with it, but it seems to be all the bigger channels and stuff like that are backpedaling on all this stuff. Well, it's still good. You still can use it. No, they lied. Now, what my question is with this LMNT is if they lied about the maltodextrin, okay, maltodextrin, if they lied about that, what about the other ingredients, okay? Is somebody checking this out, that the other ingredients aren't bogus or cheaper grade or stuff like that? People trust in these companies, okay, because, hey, we're here with you. We understand that you're doing keto or carnivore or whatever, and this stuff is going to be good for you because you're doing that. And listen, this guy, I'm going to send him out a couple packs of this, and you see different channels going down the line with it. Now, what do they say now? Okay? That's why I don't buy that junk. It's all bullshit. I just don't do it. There's a couple other ones, keto chow and all this stuff like that. Slows down your eating, okay? Blows you up somehow, whatever, okay? That's just as bad as this Ozempic and all this other stuff. You're going to see. I'm telling you from my own experience, okay, with another name, another brand, that I was on it almost a year, and to this day, now I have gut issues. That's why I was switching back and forth carb cycling and stuff like that, because I did have some gut issues. Tell my doctor about it, they don't want to hear it. Keto's the problem. You have issues with that because of keto. I said, what about that stuff you gave me to shoot in my stomach once a week? All right, I didn't lose a lot of weight with it. I lost some because I was losing weight on keto anyway. Okay, but it slowed my metabolism down. It slowed down my processing to where I talked about this before. I was constipated for a week. That is uncomfortable. All right, I don't care who you are. Now that can cause problems. Can it cause cancer? Can it cause colon cancer? That's the question. But they don't have the answers because there's really no testing done on it. So I don't know if I'm getting over my skis, and I don't give a damn, because all this bullshit that they're putting out on the news and stuff like that, and it's not being put on the news. It's a lot on the internet that people read more now. They look into the internet more than they would the evening news, and I don't blame them. But there's too many lies, too many one's an authority over somebody else, and this and that. Live your life. All right? With these recalls and stuff, get around it. All right? It's not. To me, it's more advertising. There might be some problems. There again, could be. It could be concerning. What was the other word? May cause. Not enough evidence in yet, but we're going to take a recall just to be sure. All right. Meanwhile, prices are going up, and up. And it's not because of politics, okay? It's because of big business, big pharma, and I'll stick to that. I'll take that to the grave with me. So, all right. So that's enough of this lollygag in here with this stuff, because I can get into this pretty pretty hard from watching different advertisers and how things go. You can see when a product comes out and it's keto friendly, you can see the different channels that are using it, or for a new trend. Okay, we went from almond flour, coconut flour, then we went to what was the other stuff? Cloud breads. But now the big thing is we went through the egg life phase, making egg lives into noodles. I was part of it. I'm not saying I wasn't. I was part of that stuff with the egg life and everything else like that. Now it's cottage cheese. Everything's cottage cheese, blah, blah, blah. Now it's okay to eat hot dogs, okay, because doing carnivore or eating a heavy meat-based diet, you can get away with hot dogs and bologna and stuff like that. No, you can't, because it's not made the same. It is just bullshit. It's more crap put in there for shelf stabilizers and stuff. That's a bunch of bull crap. I don't buy it, and you're going to hurt yourself with it. Eat clean, okay? No labels, all right? You can have, at night, chicken and broccoli. You can't go wrong with that, all right? There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can be doing rather than chasing all this other stuff. There again, going back to the basics. Kill the cravings. Get away from the sugar, carbs. Stop that right there. Eat until you're full. Have a steak. If you're not sure that one steak's going to help you, eat two. Save the other half for the next day, whatever. But don't fall into that where I'm at right now, okay? Because I have stomach issues and stuff that they're coming around. But I will have a slice of bread. I will have a potato. Not every day. I don't do that every day. But I'm just trying to get myself back to a normal keto lifestyle that I was on. and that's where I'm heading. Very hard this time of the year, pumpkin pie and apple pie and all this. We had a great Thanksgiving with my family. We had to do it a day early because of my daughter and my grandson both work. So they had to work that Thanksgiving day. But it was fun. We did it Wednesday before. We had a nice, I think it was about a 14-pound turkey. It was very good. A little bit of stuffing I had, with some sausage and stuff. But it was all around pretty well. It didn't do too much damage. And I did have a piece of blueberry pie. So, with me saying that, I think it's time for us to wrap this up because I'm getting my stress level back up again. Talking about this. It's just upsetting to me how people can not care about one another. We are a fat, sugar-addicted country. There are doctors upon doctors who still don't see the light. Okay, there are other ones that are hell-bent to help us get, to live a cleaner life, eat a cleaner life. And it's tough out there, man. It really is. I've seen a lot in all my time, but these past decade or so has been nuts. All right, listen, with that said, I'm Tom Guarver, the Keto Cook. This is Tom's Real Food Podcast. Hit that like and subscribe button. And come back. Don't forget, we do this on Monday, podcast on Monday, and then we have Wednesdays, Tom Guarver, the Keto Cook video. This one's going to be a good one. This is simple. Pork chops and pepper rings. Zero carbs. Really fast, really good. Start cooking, man. All right, listen, everybody. Thank you.